Undeterred by rejection from the Air Force because of his phenomenally poor eyesight, it's true, Jar built his own high-fidelity fighter jet simulator. After acquiring a real Hornet windshield in 2003, Jar made the obvious decision to build a full-size F-18 cockpit in his garage. I mean, look at the skilled workmanship, just tremendous. 20 years later, he's still hard at work on his dream of being the best fighter pilot the world has ever seen. Believe me. Let's check in on Jar and see what he's up to today.
Hey everyone. It's the end of cruise, so the Top Hook Award. That's what we're here to talk about today. So the real US Navy awards the Top Hook Award to the squadron with the best carrier landing grades at the end of every cruise period. So we've had a roughly 29 to 30 week cruise in DCS Afghanistan, and lots of traps were logged, and the averages are in, and Bosco was the winner this year. He had the highest trap average, but also he had the highest amount of cruise points. So yeah, Bosco had the highest in both. But we're looking at a different sort of system. We wanted to start recognizing the Top Hook Award. So I did some research. I was looking at the US Navy, the real Top Hook Awards, and I'll put some shots up. There's a really cool E2 one where they have a bit of a tail hawk and some little sort of chrome models on it. And then there's also individual awards. There's a shot of a pilot receiving a plaque. And then VF-83 Rampages had a really cool one, which was shaped like an aircraft carrier, a piece of wood shaped like an aircraft carrier, I guess with everybody's names on it. It's kind of hard to see in the photo. So I decided to build us one out of a piece of wood. And I used my 1/350 scale Trumpeter Nimitz class aircraft carrier as a template, put it down on the wood and marked it out. And then, cut this piece of wood out. I sanded the edges, made it all smooth, and then obviously painted it with this stain. And then went ahead and made a little model there, and I've stuck some challenge coins. The challenge coins represent the different history of the Stingers, you'd say. There's our time in VNAO, and then there's a few other ones that are related to various people we've met along the way. So yeah, it's a pretty neat system. So we'll keep this going. But there's also an individual trophy which will be sent to Bosco. So this trophy, I'll just put the Phantom away and I'll grab it back off Bosco. So this is the Top Hook trophy that is sent out to the winning pilot that year, and he gets to hang on to it for a year and proudly display it in his home. And his name is there. So I actually won it in 2021, and I put my name at the top there, and there's a reason for that. And Bosco is there 2025. So we looked at a few different systems for presenting it. So you could just have the pilot with the best average, but then someone could just turn up, do 2 landings, fluke two 4-pointers and win the whole award, and not fly in the missions as much as everybody else. So it's a tough one, because you kind of want to have a balance. You want to award it to the guy with the best landings, but then you also want to reward people for turning up for the combat missions. So we did come up with a system. The other aspect of it too is this award here is obviously in the ready room, and it will be a log of all the top hooks. But this award, it's kind of more of like the mother trophy in the F-14 and now the Super Hornet community. I kind of want this to move around the group. So we don't really want to see the same person having it year after year, and I don't want it to be mailed back to me because I'm a fair distance away from most of the squadrons, so the shipping costs would be exorbitant. So the rule with this one is if your name is already on here, you can't actually win this trophy again for a while. I guess once we've sort of worked through the whole squadron, then maybe that will change. But for the moment, if you've already had this for a year and your name is on this trophy, you're not eligible to win it again for a while until we sort of, I guess, get through most of the squadron, because we really want this to be something that everyone in the group has the opportunity to have in their home for a year. So yeah, that's the Top Hook trophy. So main reason for making this video is trophy care, I guess, and assembly. There's not really much to care about. I've made this plate on the bottom to give it more stability, because this is a die-cast metal 1/72 scale Hobbymaster F18, and I've painted it gold to be similar to the one in Top Gun. So when you receive it, this will come in its own box, and then you just have to take it out and attach it to the top of the trophy with these 3 screws. And then the base plate is just held on with two countersunk screws, and then there's this felt on the bottom. So just be careful. If the screws get damaged or they're not screwed in all the way, they could protrude out a little bit and maybe scratch, you know, your polished French table. So yeah, just obviously make sure that's not going to scratch anything when you put it together, because I imagine over the years, as it gets shipped around to everybody, it's probably not going to look as pristine as it does right now. But to maintain it, the only real thing is this painted aircraft, F-18. The paint that was used for that is this Tamiya color, and I'll show a close-up of it, but it's TS21 gold. So I'll put a little close-up of that. So yeah, you can get that from any hobby store. So if this, after a few years, starts looking a bit rough, just grab a can of this and give it a spray and a touch-up, and it should look good. But yeah, it's a really cool thing. I've had it for a couple of weeks. My poor wife has had to have dinner with this thing sitting right there. I'll put a shot of that up, and yeah, it's really cool. So yeah, this is just a bit of a fun thing for the squadron, and I'm looking forward to it traveling around the group and everyone getting to enjoy it. So the scorers here, I put them into a spreadsheet. The 2025 Top Hook final scores were analysed post-cruise. Now, the US Navy awards Top Hook to the pilot with the highest average TRAPZ score. In the virtual stingers, a pilot must regularly fly in the weekly combat mission to be eligible. The US Navy F-18C Hornet achieved a 60% mission rate in its first years of service. In 2025, Stingers pilots with a 60% mission rate had a minimum of 30 cruise points. To win Top Hook, you need 30 cruise points and the best trap average. So yeah, Bosco, the trophy is on its way to you, so I hope you enjoy it. And as a bit of memorabilia, I found this. This is the first greenie board in the Stingers. So I haven't seen this for a while, so I actually don't know. This column says TRAPZ, and it's got quite big numbers. I can't remember what this is. I don't know if it was all of our points added up or whether we got the number from somewhere. I'm just really not sure. Obviously there's our trap averages there. And then it was when the Rift first came out, so we had little markers there saying who was in virtual reality, because it was very, very new and we weren't sure if everybody was going to adopt it or not. But as you can see, most of the guys got it fairly swiftly. And then down here there's a date, 15th of December 2017. So yeah, it's pretty old, this thing. But I think we started this in about 2013, I think. But yeah, so that's the old one, and then obviously this is the current one. Sorry, I thought that was just something interesting. And this is the most recent combat movie. If you haven't seen it, it's called Shah Interrupted. It tells the story of Raj Punjabi and El Bundy, Steve and Sinbad, when they were F-14 pilots back in their heyday in the late 70s. So if you haven't checked that out, go watch it. It was a lot of fun to make, and yeah, it's pretty funny. And evolved it over the years. I think it's good because it not only rewards good piloting skills behind the ship, but also attendance and participation in the weekly missions.
Absolutely, and I am definitely not the best trapper here, so good for me that I was just here more often.
No, it's not bad. We'll clear up this fake news. So trap average at the moment is Doogie's number 1 with 2.4.
Nice.
And you're number 2, Bosco, 2.3. And Hank is actually 2.3, which he got from 2 landings, I think it is.
Yeah, that doesn't really count. Sorry, Hank.
Yeah, no, I was thinking about a little trophy, like the one in Top Gun with the chrome-plated F-14, and then having our names engraved on it each year. And then we just mail it to whoever's the top hook each year, just mail it to them.
Yeah, that's nice. That's awesome.
Awesome.
whoever had it has to go get it engraved with the next guy's name before he sends it off.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Yeah.